Before we get into this mess, I'm gonna take a bite of my Popeyes chicken sandwich. So good, y'all. Hey y'all, it's Asia. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, I'm a little salty that you ain't come sooner, but now that you're here, you might as well sit a spell. Stay. Let's be friends. Subscribe. Today's video is a little different. I'm just gonna talk about something that's kind of a little personal to me. A question I get asked a lot: why I decided to join the military. I don't have the traditional, simple, patriotic answer as I joined to serve my country. I mean, obviously I joined and I'm serving my country, but you know, that ain't the reason why I joined. Everybody has their own unique story, and I always find it interesting to see what led people into the recruiter's office. I think I want to start off by telling you a little bit of a backstory about me and my life growing up. So I grew up in a single parent home. My mama was a single mom. She had 3 of us and she had us all really young. She got pregnant with my older sister her senior year of high school, had her at 18, had me on her 20th birthday, and then had my little brother when she was 21. And I think about that a lot because I'm gonna turn 21 in 2 months and I can't even see myself with 1 kid, let alone 3 little ones running around. Like, props, mama, props. So yeah, she had our badasses, and then she didn't finish high school, so you know, her job opportunities are limited. So she worked at places like factories and stuff like that. She actually got her CDLs and she was doing truck driving for a while. To make a long story short, I didn't grow up having the nicest things. I had enough, you know. I remember living paycheck to paycheck. We got government assistance, you know, food stamps, all that type of stuff. We had times where we were really struggling. Without getting into too much detail, when I was 14, I started living with my grandma, and she had custody of me from then on out. The living situation was kind of different then. I was the only kid in the house. It was just me, mommy, and my papa. Mommy has been retired. My papa, at the beginning, he was still working, but he stopped working. So, you know, income was kind of sparse. You know, I loved living with mommy, and papa. We lived in a small little trailer in the country, and I know that might come as a surprise to y'all because some of y'all seem to think I am a bougie little bitch, but no, I'm a country bumpkin. Anyways, one thing about me and my personality is that I'm a very independent person. Like, even from a young age growing up, they say when I was learning little things or trying to do something, I didn't want nobody to help me. I'm gonna do it on my own. So yeah, that's kind of my mentality. Not working has never been an option for me, and I couldn't wait to turn 16 so I could work. The weeks leading up to my 16th birthday, I was going around job hunting, getting applications. I think that's so weird to me. Like, I wasn't excited to, you know, be able to get a driver's license or get a car or nothing like that, because I wasn't about to get a car anyways. Like I said, we was broke, but I was excited to work and start being able to earn my own money. I scheduled a job interview on my 16th birthday because I knew I was finally old enough to work. I went and interviewed for Sonic. I got it, and I'm not even kidding you. I started working like the next day or the day after that. It was like, I have been working since the day I turned 16. I had been working at Sonic. I was going to high school, you know. Towards the end of the high school years, I ain't even gonna lie, I wasn't really focused as I should have been. I was making okay grades. By my senior year, I barely went to school. I was not focused. I wasn't caring about my grades. I almost didn't graduate. I was never at school. I wasn't doing homework. I only went to school half the day, and I couldn't even make it for that. Like, I think back to myself back then, I was so dumb. So I'm gonna just let your imagination run wild on what my GPA looked like when I graduated. I made a good test score on the ACT or whatever, and I got accepted to literally every college I applied to, just because I'm not dumb. I just wasn't taking school serious, okay? So yeah, like I said, I applied to colleges and I was gonna go to college. I'm very indecisive. I say I wanna do one thing, and then I wanna do another thing. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I change it every month. I kept going back and forth between community college and university. I didn't really know which one was the better choice for me. I just was going to major in business administration. I can't even remember why I wanted to do business administration. I think at the time I wanted to do hair and makeup or something like that, and I wanted to start my own business. In the middle of the summer, I still didn't even know where I was going. I had went to orientation at the community college and at the university. I had already had a roommate for the university, and I had my schedule already for the community college.
What?
I was enrolled to both of them, and I didn't know which one I was actually going to go to. The most of me really wanted to go to the university. I started looking at all the prices of everything, and I'm like, I'm broke. Like, how can I afford this? And like I said, I didn't really have the good of grades. I didn't know how to get scholarships, and I feel like I didn't have the right guidance for that. I started looking up things on the internet about, I can't even remember how my search started. Somehow I started looking into the military. You know, they pay for you to go to school. I mean, they basically pay you to go to school. And I didn't want to have debt. Initially, when I was looking into the military, I was looking into the Navy. I got in touch with my used-to-be stepdad because he's in the Navy. I hit him up and I was like, I'm thinking about joining the Navy. What is your advice to me? He flat out told me, don't join the Navy, join the Air Force. It's more for you. He ain't had to tell me twice. After that, I was focused on the Air Force. I did a lot of researching into the Air Force, was watching hella YouTube videos of girls in the Air Force. At first, I was thinking I wanted to do reserve because I wanted to be able to afford college, but as I was doing this research, I actually liked the lifestyle being an active duty military. And I really started to think, do I really want to go to college? Like, I don't know what I want to be. I could go to the Air Force and have a career that transfers out into the civilian side. I get to travel to all these places, get paid, have a salary. So that's when I decided to go see a recruiter. I'm a very impulsive person, so when I make a decision, I do it right then before I can even change my mind. My whole joining the military thing happened so quick. I was in the military before I even had time to change my mind, literally. The actual time between me first going to see my recruiter and me leaving for boot camp is probably 3 months, if even that. I was going through a lot at the time and I just needed to get away. I didn't care if I was going to college or the Air Force. I was going to one of them, and it obviously wasn't college, so I got out of there. So yeah, that was the story of how I came to join the Air Force. Kind of weird, right? It was just a impulse decision, last minute swap from college to Air Force just because I was scared to go into debt and I was broke. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. Some suggestions you want to see next. I could talk about my Air Force experience, my job. I can bring you on a day with me to work. Let me know. And if you don't care about the Air Force and you just want to see hair tutorials and go back to making natural hair videos like I was before, let me know that too. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.